Hello, here is the storyline of episode 8. At the beginning of this episode, Hana doesn't know why Seong suddenly slaps her. But finally, she finds out that Seong accuses her of being a spy from another tour company to bring down Hyesung Tour's business. Hana defends herself at that time, but she doesn't respond to Seong's rude actions. Then, Hannah sees the frozen meat package in the trash bag and she guesses that Hassan and Emira suddenly leave and are angry with the Hyesung Tour team because Hassan and Emira are not used to eating frozen meat like the one served by Hyesung Tour. Hannah meets Hassan and Amira at Hyosung Hotel by bringing a lunchbox with fresh meat-sized dishes. Hassan and Amira like the lunchbox Hannah gives, then Hannah is relieved because the business between Hassan and Dairy Construction is not problematic, even though Hassan is disappointed with the dinner Hyosung Tour served before. Hannah acts this far because she doesn't want Seyong to blame her if something bad happens to the cooperation between Hassan and Dairy Construction. Hannah's good intention results in Hannah's getting a part-time job as a guide who will accompany Amira shopping in Seoul for 2 days. Hannah does her job wholeheartedly. But after Amira finishes shopping, she just realizes that her brooch is missing, and Hannah promises to find the brooch for Amira. On the other hand, Seong is quite annoyed after finding out the person who guides Amira is Hannah, even though Amira is an important client for Hyesung Tour. She is even more annoyed because Hannah knows that Hassan and Amira don't eat frozen meat. Another story comes from Jisuk who has dinner with Eugene. Here, Jisuk tells Eugene that Eugene is he is a role model in the business world because Eugene has a devil hands that always takes over businesses that are almost bankrupt. Jisoo tells Eugene and Eugene's action may seem cruel, but actually, Eugene's action are action to save someone's business. Of course, Jisoo says that this is a sarcastic sentence where he never makes Eugene a role model. He actually hates Eugene who acquired his father's business 20 years ago. Besides that, there is something strange about Jisoo. He seems not to want to have anything to do with Hannah anymore, but he really hates the word's family. Even though he used to love Hannah very much and he never accuses Hannah of being the one who caused their parents' death. Until now, Jisoo still asks Ji Chang and Jian to keep his return to Korea a secret from Hannah, and he also tells Ji Chang that he will soon become the CEO, but he can't give Hannah a job because it is an illegal act. Moreover, Hannah was fired from the Good Day Tour because Hannah took an illegal job. Jisoo tells Ji Chang and Jian that he will be responsible for Ji Chang and Jian because he is the eldest son of the family. But Ji Chang doesn't like Jisuk's thinkings. He is angry at Jisuk because Jisuk will only act like the head of the family after he is successful now, while the person who has been the head of the family since their parents died is Hannah. Ji Chang says that Hannah is still his most beloved sister, even though he and Hannah don't share a single drop of blood. Then, before Jisuk leaves, Jisuk tells Ji Chang and Jian that Jian and Ji Chang are burden to Hannah and he wants Hannah to live happily without any burden. Actually, sometimes Jisuk's words seem to say that he hates Hannah, but sometimes it seems like he cares about Hannah. I suspect that Jisuk already knows that Duna is Hannah's best friend, is Eugene's biological daughter who disappeared 20 years ago. I'm worried that Jisuk starts to hate Hannah when Hannah brings Eun Chung, who is Donna's son, to their family, which means Eun Chung is Eugene's grandson, the person he hates so much. At the end of this episode, there is Jin-gu who doesn't mind if he doesn't become the CEO because he is not obsessed with becoming the CEO, because what he always wants is to support Eugene, who has done so much for him. Even so, he is still curious about the person appointed by the investor to become the CEO. He just feels his self-esteem falls if the person chosen by the investor is not as good as him. Here, Eugene tells Jin-gu that she doesn't know anything other than the person's background, so she plans to find the person's weakness and fire the person from the CEO position. When the person comes, Seong is quite shocked because the person who will become the CEO is Ji-suk, her ex-boyfriend. Okay everyone, that's the storyline this time. Thank you for watching my video.